Yo. Check the mic, 1, 2, from the concrete zoo, where the sun don't shine and the hustle's all we knew. Raised by the block, fed by the struggle, built to be bulletproof. Got scars on my soul that serve as undeniable proof. I walk through the fire, man, the streets were my university. Graduated with a degree in survival and no adversity. They talk a good game, but they ain't lived the life I seen. Flipping quarters to kings, living out a nightmare, a vicious cold scene. My crew's on standby, silent, loyal, ready for the call. Cause in this game of power, you gotta stand tall or you fall. We ain't asking for permission, we taking what's ours with force. The blueprint for my empire charted a dangerous course. I'm the concrete king, heard the whispers on the wind. From the dirt to the penthouse, I'm the one who always wins. Got the weight of the city sitting heavy on my chest. Every verse is a warning, put my dominance to the test. This ain't no fairy tale, this is reality. Raw and grimy, my reign is eternal. You can't erase my legacy. They call it a crime wave, I call it destiny's tide. Better stay in your lane, nowhere left for you to hide. Used to post up on the corner, eyes scanning for the blue lights. Now I'm signing papers, securing multi-million-dollar rights. But don't get it twisted, the steal is still near, that's my insurance plan. Cause the envy in these streets can turn a friend until you kill a man. I've seen snakes in the grass, they smile and shake your hand slow, but they always tell a story, the underlining desire for your downfall. You know I move with precision, calculative, every step is a power play. Fortune favors the bold and I'm bold enough to seize the day. My rise was inevitable, a force of nature unstoppable. My lyrics are lethal, every single word is topical. I'm a legend in the making, etching the hood's foundation deep. While you're dreaming of the top, I'm the one who owns the whole sleep. Yeah. I'm the concrete king, heard the whispers on the wind. From the dirt to the penthouse, I'm the one who always wins. Got the weight of the city sitting heavy on my chest. Every verse is a warning, put my dominance to the test. This ain't no fairy tale, this is reality. Raw and grimy, my reign is eternal. You can't erase my legacy. They call it a crime wave, I call it destiny's tide. Better stay in your lane, nowhere left for you to hide. Yeah. The concrete king. Remember the name, the throne is occupied.
The skyline is my canvas, the penthouse my gallery. Sipping on success, overlooking the rivalry. They talk about the come up, I talk about the takeover. From the busted corner store to the offshore bank rollover. I don't play the street games, I own the corporations that run them. My influence is global, they only fear the outcome. My watch face is a mirror, reflecting only high stakes. Every deal is a landslide, no room for small mistakes. They call it blood money, I call it refined capital flow. The price of my ambition is everything they will never know. I traded the handgun for the custom engraved fountain pen, signing papers that dictate the fate of 1,000 men. The silk suits hide the scars, the tailored look is the disguise, but the predator's instinct never leaves my cold eyes. This is billionaire's vengeance, a cold calculated score. I came back to claim everything they tried to take and more. My safe is a fortress, the combination is fear and greed. Planting seeds of power, watching my dominance proceed. They thought I was finished, they thought I was a history lesson, but I'm the relentless future, the ultimate recession. The city is quiet when I move, every shadow holds its breath. My signature is final, my reign lasts until death. I operate in layers, the complexity is designed to confuse. While they're celebrating small wins, I'm plotting world news. The jets on standby, every exit is planned and clear. Cause the higher you climb, the closer you get to the sheer drop. My dear, I don't need to yell, my portfolio speaks in thunderous tones, leaving nothing but ruins where the flimsy little kingdoms once owned. The competition's fragile, built on lies and weak foundation. My structure is granite, the symbol of true dedication. I look at their faces, see the envy, the desperate desire, but the heat of my success will only fuel their funeral pyre. I'm the ultimate gatekeeper, deciding who lives and who falls fast. The decisions are swift, no sentiment from the past. Remember the days they doubted, now they bow down and wait. Cause I control the destiny, I dictate the time and the date. This is billionaire's vengeance, a cold calculated score. I came back to claim everything they tried to take and more. My safe is a fortress, the combination is fear and greed. Planting seeds of power, watching my dominance proceed. They thought I was finished, they thought I was a history lesson, but I'm the relentless future, the ultimate recession. The city is quiet when I move, every shadow holds its breath. My signature is final, my reign lasts until death. Yeah. The game is over. Checkmate. Enjoy the view from the bottom.
Mic check, 1, 2, new chapter, same grind. Woke up in the darkness, left the weak minds behind. They talk about loyalty, but they never saw the mud. With survival's a currency, understood by the blood. I built this from zero, no handouts, no favors. Just pure unadulterated street smarts, the ultimate saver. My reputation precedes me, a whisper and a roar. Stepping out of the shadows, knocking down every door. The city is my chessboard, every move is precision, leaving no room for error. Executing my vision, used to eat dust, now the haters are what I feast on. The hunger never fades from dusk to the next dawn. They see the ice on my wrist, don't see the price that it cost. Every win is a war fought, every battle was lost and recalled. I'm the apex predator, prowling through the night, the top of the food chain, bathing the street lights. My money talks volumes, my silence is a threat. Respect is earning blood, something they won't forget. This ain't a legacy, this is a dynasty in progress. Bulletproof armor protecting me from all the stress. You try to bite the hand that feeds, but that hand knows the steel. I own the whole damn jungle, this is the way that I feel. The rules are simple, eat or be eaten, move or stand still. And I got an appetite that the whole damn world can't feel. They analyze my moves, try to crack my complex code, but this level of hustle ain't taught on the main road. Got informants everywhere, eyes in the back of my head. Hear every murmur, every malicious word that's said. I move past the small timers, the petty street beef. My rivals are corporations, the only source of my grief. The game changed, but the player is the same. Ruthless force, negotiate or detonate, that's always been my course. My enemies watch their backs, they know the consequences. Cause when I roll up, there are no second chances. I set the trends, I move the mountains, I control the current flow. The only thing bigger than my bank account is the depth of my shadow. I'm the apex predator, prowling through the night, the top of the food chain, bathing the street lights. My money talks volumes, my silence is a threat. Respect is earning blood, something they won't forget. This ain't a legacy, this is a dynasty in progress. Bulletproof armor protecting me from all the stress. You try to bite the hand that feeds, but that hand knows the steel. I own the whole damn jungle, this is the way that I feel. Yeah. The jungle knows it's king. Fear the alpha, the hunt never stops. Yeah. Yo, I'm on. Yeah. Late night, neon bleeding on the wet asphalt floor. Another deal, closing silence, knocking on power's door. They say I'm heartless maybe, but the heart got broken young. In a city where the truth is only shouted with a loaded gun. I learned to read the shadows, see the treason in the smile. Walking through the darkest alleys, perfecting my hostile style. My vest is Kevlar, my mind is colder than a Siberian freeze. They try to cross my territory, end up begging on their knees. I don't leave witnesses, I don't leave tracks or traces. Just the echoing silence and confused empty faces. They think this life is glamorous, they only see the gold chains. They don't see the heavy burden, the calculated constant pains. I'm a necessary evil, the balancing act of the street. The one who keeps the order, the one they can't defeat. I swore to serpents, oath under the pale crescent moon, to strike without warning and bring their reckoning soon. My words are poison, my actions are sharper than a knife. I don't just take the money, I control the whole damn life. They call me the nightmare that walks on the broad daylight, a legend in the darkness, perpetually fueled by the fire. You dance with the devil, you better know the final price. I own the whole damn board, from the pawns to the ice. My empire ain't built on faith, it's cemented in fear. A cold realization that the ending is always near. I remember the first shot, the tremor in my shaking hand. Now the fingers steady, executing every strict command. I elevated the game, turned small time hustle into high level art. The critics can't review me cause they don't know the dark part. The whispers on my currency, the rumors on my map. Knowing who's loyal and who's planning a deadly desperate trap. I surround myself with wolves cause lambs just lead you astray. In this wilderness of concrete, only the strong see. The next day they try to cut their head off, but the body grows stronger still. Cause the blood that runs my syndicate is fueled by an unbreakable will. I look down from the tower, see the chaos I command below. The city is my kingdom and I'm the one who makes the garden of serpents. Oath under the pale crescent moon, to strike without a warning and bring their reckoning soon. My words are poison, my actions are sharper than a knife. I don't just take the money, I control the whole damn life. They call me the nightmare that walks on the broad daylight, a legend in the darkness, perpetually fueled by the fire. You dance with the devil, you better know the final price. I own the whole damn board, from the pawns to the ice. The serpent never sleeps, it just waits in there. Yeah. Yo, sunrise hits the chrome, 64 in the driveway, fresh wash, fresh wax, about to own this Monday. Hydraulics whisper low, hissing a heavy thump, rolling through the avenue, shaking every speed bump. Got the beat on blast, that G-funk bassline deep, cruising past the envy while the rest of the city sleeps. This ain't just transportation, this is a moving throne. Every eye on the block knows who truly owns the zone. Used to walk these streets barefoot, chasing down a dime. Now the custom paint glitters, marking the passing of time. From the struggle to the smooth ride, the transformation's clear. The sound of success is the engine humming in your ear. They see the gold spoke spinning, they don't see the risk I took. Every mile on this dash is a page from my history book. I'm the low rider kingpin, riding slow and serene. Palm trees in the rear view, living out the West Coast dream. Got the top down, letting the whole world see the shine. This life is a movie and the starring role is always mine. Bounce to the rhythm, let the speakers do the talking. You could try to keep up, but you know your footsteps are balking. The air is thick with power, the aroma of the victory. The street belongs to me, etched in every lowrider's history. They try to mimic the swagger, but they lack the genuine grit. You can buy the car, but you can't buy the way that I sit. This ain't about showing off, it's a testament to the might. A rolling declaration that I won the damn fight. The enemies are watching, peering from their hidden spots, but I stay focused on the road, dodging all they petty shots. My mind is sharper than the crease in my tailored slacks. Always 3 moves ahead, covering all the tracks. I remember the lean days, sleeping on the cold floor. That memory's the fuel that keeps me wanting more and more. I handle my business smooth, no need for the loud display. Just a nod to the corner, letting them know I rule the day. I built this empire brick by brick, from the asphalt up to the sky, and the 60 floats on air. A reason to testify. Reason to testify. I'm the low rider kingpin, riding slow and serene. Palm trees in the rear view, living out the West Coast dream. Got the top down, letting the whole world see the shine. This life is a movie and the starring role is always mine. Bounce to the rhythm, let the speakers do the talking. You can try to keep up, but you know your footsteps are balking. The air is thick with power, the aroma of the victory. The street belongs to me, etched in every lowrider's history. Yeah, just cruising, ultimate West Coast salute. Hear that bass? That's my city's heartbeat. Yeah. Yeah. Wonder why when this one in. Yeah. Roll the windows up slow. Tint black, can't see the face. Silent engine humming, moving with deliberate grace. Used to chase dreams on foot, now fly past the clouds. The street noise is muffled, standing above the crowds. They talk about the come up, but they skip the crucial parts. The cold, calculated moves, the breaking of 1,000 hearts. My mind's a fortress, shielded from the envy and the doubt. Every decision I make, no question about the outcome. I traded the corner light for a custom lit office view. But the rules of survival, they still remain true. Got $1 million deals sealed by the steel of my gaze. While the competition watches stuck in they perpetual haze. I don't make promises, I deliver results like a clock. My word is a bomb, backed by the sheer weight of the block. Welcome to the monochrome empire, built on concrete and risk. Every step is a power move, nothing here is an asterisk. The lifestyle is luxury, the foundation is solid sin. They say the house always wins, and baby, I'm the one who lets it in. Ay, I'm the architect of darkness, the dealer of the fate. My silence is richer than their whole damn debate. Watch the kings fall, watch the new order rise. The crown is heavy, but it never leaves my eyes. They try to dissect the formula, the algorithm of my ascent. But you can't learn this wisdom from $1 or a cent. It's the knowledge of the human element, the flow and the design. Knowing when to step back and when to truly draw the line. My circle's tighter than a vault, no room for a slip up.
Loyalty's the currency or your life gets clipped up. The diamonds on my necklace are just reflections of my reign. A constant blinded reminder of the pleasure and the pain. I sip on success, but I still taste the hunger from before. It fuels the machine, keeps me wanting more and more. They call me a villain, a necessary evil, I agree. Cause the cost of my freedom is the price of their misery. I run this whole operation from the pavement to the bank. You're playing a children's game while I'm controlling the whole tank. Welcome to the monochrome empire, built on concrete and risk. Every step is a power move. Nothing here is an asterisk. The lifestyle is luxury. The foundation is solid sin. They say the house always wins, and baby, I'm the one who lets it in. I'm the architect of darkness, the dealer of the fate. My silence is richer than they whole damn debate. Watch the kings fall, watch the new order rise. The crown is heavy, but it never leaves my eyes. Yeah. The empire is quiet, but it speaks volumes. Stay out of my life.
Yo, step in the booth, hear the sound of the truth. The concrete poetry pouring from my desolate youth. No fairy tales here, just a cold hard reality. I built my dynasty with nothing but raw tenacity. They call me verbose, they call me the villain on the beat, but I'm just documenting life from the top of the street. My pen's a loaded weapon, my verses are hollow points, leaving permanent damage on all your feeble viewpoints. You see the chain glistening, I see the price that was paid. A decade in the shadows where promises were made and betrayed. I don't need a massive crew, my reputation moves the weight. One look in my eye tells you the nature of your ultimate fate. I'm a surgeon with words, dissecting the game with precision, while you still stuck in the amateur hour lacking vision. I operate with iron grip logic, strictly business, no emotion. Turning fear into fortune, navigating this turbulent ocean. My history's written in the struggle, every verse is a threat. You wanna challenge the king, that's a debt you can never let me forget. This ain't a lifestyle, it's a declaration of war. I own the whole coastline, from the harbor to the shore. The blueprint is brutal, the execution is clean and fast. You're living in the present, but my legacy's designed to last. They try to analyze my flow, the syntax of my success, but they don't grasp the hunger, the calculated distress. I move through the back rooms where the real power brokers reside, shaking hands with the demons with nowhere left to hide. I remember the lean times, the ramen noodles, and eviction threat. That fuel still burns hotter than any fire they met. I'm a walking paradox, intelligent monster, street scholar. Every dollar I've earned is a slap in the face to the doubters. I master the leverage, the art of the swift counterpunch, while you're still relying on luck, surviving off a hunch. You're playing checkers with your weak crew, making predictable moves. I'm playing multi-dimensional chess, proving what the true hustle proves. My presence is a problem, my absence is a whole catastrophe. I'm the ultimate monopoly, the definition of mastery. I operate with iron grip logic, strictly business, no emotion. Turning fear into fortune, navigating this turbulent ocean. My history's written in the struggle, every verse is a threat. You wanna challenge the king, that's a debt you can never let me forget. This ain't a lifestyle, it's a declaration of war. I own the whole coastline, from the harbor to the shore. The blueprint is brutal, the execution is clean and fast. You're living in the present, but my legacy's designed to last. Yeah, the logic is unbreakable. Understand the terms, or suffer the consequences.
Sirens for a soundtrack, skyline frown. Ballots in a shoebox, boots on the ground. Lobbyist handshake, velvet lie. Paper says equal fine print, try. City hall windows, frosted truth. We press our breath like living proof. If power is theater with donor rows, we crash the stage when the curtain's slow. Politics promise, neighborhoods pay. Ink on the bill, but the light's still gray. We vote at dawn, they stall at noon. We turn our rage to a marching team. Raise that voice, don't beg, don't bend. Build from the bottom, begin, not end. If the gate is locked with a gold teeth grin, we carve new doors and let folks in. Filibuster lullaby, talk us to sleep. Meanwhile, textbooks crumble and leak. Public trust fenced in study committees. Funds take detours through donor cities. Law and order on a billboard smile. Meanwhile, eviction at the courthouse tile. Audis for crumbs, amnesty for cake.
We do the dishes for the mess they make. They love the people when cameras roll. Then ghost our zip codes in the payroll. They say be civil, then sell our air. We bring receipts to the public square. Policy slow like a stuck red light, but hunger is urgent and rent is a fight. So we union the shift, co-op the block, clock out of fear, clock in the stock. No more savior in a tailored suit. Roll laws upward from community root. Patch the roof, but yank the beams. We don't do symbols, we do things. Politics promise, neighborhoods pay. Ink on a bill, but the light's still gray. We vote at dawn, they stall at noon. We turn our rage to a marching tune. Raise that voice, don't beg, don't bend. Build from the bottom, begin, not end. If the gate is locked with a gold teeth grin, carve new doors and let folks in. Pole line serpentine, 10 blocks long. Closed for repairs, we hum our song. Gerrymander snakes on a precinct map. Clip our wings, then blame our flaps. Super PAC baptisms in dark money rain. Wash off guilt, keep the chain. Hearing on justice at 2 a.m. Pass it, half empty, tweet amen. They audit our tone, not the facts we bring. Call it too loud when we name the king. But budgets are morals in spreadsheet clothes. Tell me your surplus, I'll tell your soul. Call who writes the city we wanna see. Response tenants and council, rent debt free. Who draws the safety we truly need? Nurses, neighbors in the hands that feed. What's our anthem when the feed goes mute? Door knock, drum, and the grassroots flew. We code our rights into open source. Patch the bug in the profit course. Sunshine clauses with bite, not poles. Public dashboards that show where it goes. Participatory budget at the rec center gym. Kids chalk charts while elders hymn. City clerk streaming the line item fight. We annotate power in broad daylight. Ballot plus picket, meeting plus meal. Justice is scaffolding, not a field. Strike for a day, playing for 10. Win one contract, then win again. Policy is practiced with a calendar spine. Check in monthly, decline to decline. No hero saga, no perfect night. Rotations, coalition, shared headlight. Politics promise, neighborhoods pay. Ink on a bill, but the light's still gray. We vote at dawn, they stall at noon. We turn our rage to a marching tune. Raise that voice, don't beg, don't bend. Build from the bottom, begin, not end. If the gate is locked with a gold teeth grin, we carve new doors and let folks in. From town hall whispers to avenue roar, we measure a leader by the open door. Not left, not right, just forward clear. A budget of love with a line item here. If tomorrow asks, what did you change? We point to the table, we rearrange. One more chair, one less throne. A country rebuilt from the cobblestone.
Cameras flash on the marble stage. Another promise in the golden cage. Flags wave high, but the pockets deep. They sell the truth while the dreamers weep. Behind the glass, the suits all grin, counting votes like a game they rigged to win. The city bleeds while they toasting white. Justice sleeps through another night. Politics polished, people forgotten. Words sound holy, the roots still rotten. They sell our pain for a headline spin. We pay the price for the power of sin. Raise that fist, don't bow, don't blend. Change ain't gifted, it's time to bend. If the gate's locked tight with a diamond key, we'll break that door and rewrite the decree. Capitals, a casino lobby, chips on deck. They gamble lives with a polished check. Bills written soft in the donor's hand. While children starve in the broken land. They tweet equality from penthouse rooms. Then gut the schools with budget brooms. Campaign love, but it dies next week. Policy born from the rich elite. Filibuster lullabies, talk till dawn. While the lights go out on the working pawn. Tax breaks drip like go for kings. We get crumbs with invisible strings. No saviors coming in a tailored tie. No clean slate falling from the sky. The system meets where they help decay, but we the people gon' make it pay. Politics polished, people forgotten. Words sound holy, the roots still riding. They sell our pain for a headline spin. We pay the price for the power of sin. Raise that fist, don't bow, don't blend. Change ain't gifted, it's time to bend. If the gate's locked tight with a diamond key, we'll break that door and rewrite the decree. Boardroom gospel, corporate choir. Stock tickers sing while the poor tie. Newsroom scripts sold ad by ad. Truth gets buried, spinless glad. They build a prison when they fear your vote, then call it law with a leather coat. They hush the masses with cheaper road, but hopes of fire they can't control. We march in weather they'll never feel. We turn our pain into tempered steel. They privatize life, monetize breath, profit off prisons and patients' death. They drain the soil, call it progress clean. We choke on smoke from the American dream. We don't wait for a hand to feed. We sow the law, we plant the seed. Grassroots gospel, justice raw. No more begging to bend their law. From block to ballot, from page to pen, the streets right louder than power again. Red and blue both drink the same wine, shake the same hands, read the same line. Divide the people, conquer the crowd, silence the poor if they get too loud. But whispers grow, they link, they shout. The ground itself starts pushing out. No algorithm can't hide that spark. No gate can hold what bleeds in dark. We want schools, not stock exchange pride. Health, not headlines, truth, not sides. Policy ain't speech, it's blood and will. And we ride ours with a 9 quill. Politics polished, people forgotten. Words sound holy, the roof's still rotten. They sell our pain for a headline spin. We pay the price for the power sin. Raise that fist, don't bow, don't blend. Change ain't gifted, it's time to bend. If the gate's locked tight with a diamond key, we'll break that door and rewrite the decree. So let the Capitol quake when the streets awake. With a pulse they can't unmake. No crown, no king, no chosen few. The law is ours, it's overdue. Tomorrow's ink is in our hands. Not red, not blue, just people who stand. If they forget who this power's for, we'll take it back and close their door.
Neon drips on the boulevard spine. Chrome ghost whisper, grind or die. Blueprint hard with a tungsten wheel. I conduct the night while the city sits still. Clock hands wobble, but I set that time. Turn red eye alleys to a gold baseline. G-funk shadows in the Panther stand. Say the waist lunge, make the pavement dance. Hardcore West Coast with the ruthless thump. Dark cinematic bass, make the firewall slump. Menacing saint slice clean through smoke. Street war drums, right vows I spoke. I don't fold when the skyline shakes. Pressure makes polish, I file my mistakes. From curb to the crown, I advance my plan. Steel in the lungs, diamond in the hand. I learned math in the drought, count grit, not luck. Every closed door got a hinge I struck. Been still habits in the furnace of loss. Came back chrome with a leader's gloss. Palm leaf psalms hum low over wire. Sirens keep time like a metronome choir. I mapped my fear, then I drove that route. Pinned each ghost like a blueprint proof. Hunger was capital, faith was the fun. Paid compound interest with sweat in the sun. Quiet mid-bill, while the loud ones drift. I stack mute bricks till the skyline lifts. Low rider logic, glide, don't rush. Cruise past noise with a long game hush. If fate deals cards with a thumb on the deck, I cut new suits and I cash that check. Hit a snare, put chalk on the night. Names in the street turn spark to light. If Dow shows teeth in the counterfeit crown, I test that metal, 10 miles down. Hardcore West Coast with the ruthless thump. Dark cinematic bass make the firewall slump. Menace ain't sleep, slice clean through smoke. Street war drums, right vows I spoke. I don't fold when the skyline shakes. Pressure makes polish, I file my mistakes. From curb to the crown, I advance my plan. Steel in the lungs, diamond in the hand. I'm a ledger of trials with receipts in ink. Every misstep showed the ledge I sink. So I cut new stairs where the cliff said stop. Carved each rise where the craftsman's chopped. Mentors were meters and parking lot lamps. Blueprints scribbled in midnight camps. We traded advice for a cup of resolve. Turned cold equations to problem solved. Street turned seminar, pain turned class. Failure was glass, walk slow then pass. I learned to bleed without staining the creed. Kept so clean while the engine feeds. Family first, like a lighthouse beam. Guides me home through a salt-cut dream. If waves get tall, I surf with poise. Bending the knees, tune out the noise. I shake hands firm with a purpose grip. Look fate in the eye till its eyelids flip. No cheap crowns, no borrowed fame. I buy my glory with disciplined flame. Let the scent draw jaws on tinted panes. Let the kick drum crack gold chains. If the clock wants dues, I didn't agree. I've been the minutes till the hours pay me. Street lights blink like a heartbeat grid. Every ball both in the frame I hit. I'm not the room where that fog breath spreads. I'm the oath that lives when the chatter is dead. Ghost grip sunset, writing on chrome. Credits roll slow while I steer home. From flea market hoodies to tailored intent, I hem stitch goals with a militant bent. Trust is a bolt with a triple code door. I keep the circle like a weighted core. Loyalty tax at a premium rate. Pay on time or vacate the gate. I took my L's like a master's course. Refine my stance, recalibrated force. Turn maybe later to already done. Signed in the margins, we already won. And if the hillside echoes my name off glass, it's just the city confirming my class. Cause I planted grit where the soil was mean. Now harvest glows in a gasoline sheen. Hardcore West Coast with the ruthless thump. Dark cinematic bass make the firewall slump. Menacing scent slice clean through smoke. Street war drums, right vows I spoke. I don't fold when the skyline shakes. Pressure makes polish, I file my mistakes. From curb to the crown, I advance my plan. Steel in the lungs, diamond in the hand. Kids at the window of a dawn bright room. Watch me braid hope with a torque tight loom. Legacy ink on the calendar spine. I keep days honest and deadlines fine. Friends turn fog when the climb got steep. Kept a few solid who dig not speak. We raise steel beams in a quiet parade. Led haters narrate, we lift the grade. I map my piece like a coastline chart. Mark each reef that can split my heart. Sail between rocks with a captain's calm. Hand steady even when the sirens alarm. If the past those hooks from the rear view glare, I switch lane smooth and I don't look there. Crown sits level on a sweat bent brow. Thrown to work, not a trending vow. When the red sun spills on ocean glass, I tally my wins by the grid of mass. No shortcuts, only nail and roof. No false goal, only tested proof. If tomorrow asks what I brought to fight, I'll say backbone, breath and light. Hardcore heart with a time-proof brand. West Coast pulse, iron in the hand.